How to Train Your Dragon is a 2025 American fantasy adventure film. It's a live action remake of the 2010 animated film based on the '03 novel. The film stars Mason Thomas, Nico Parker, Gabriel Howell, with Gerard Butler reprising his role as Stoic the Vast from the animated films. When How to Train Your Dragon was first released in 2010, it quickly became a cultural phenomenon. Heartfelt story, vivid animation, unforgettable characters all struck chords with audiences. While fans of the original film might find the idea of it being a live action remake surprising, it's worth noting that this hypothetical scenario presents an intriguing lens through which we can explore this world. Live action adaptations can somewhat be successful, and How to Train Your Dragon definitely proves that by becoming Disney's finest live action remake to date. Just got done in theaters, and here's my quick review for How to Train Your Dragon live action. The keys to success of any live action remake lies in the ability to retain the heart and soul of what made the original introduction fresh. Elements that make the story resonate on a new level is important for any live action remake, and I felt that How to Train Your Dragon did that to its best ability. Disney tried to achieve this balance by retaining the coming of age narrative of Hiccup and his bonding with his Night Fury Toothless. The remake captured the essence of the original, yet the addition of new characters, expanding the lore about the world of the Vikings, and a deeper exploration of dragon mythology brought a sense of freshness that set it apart from others. Somehow, the live action format allowed for a greater emphasis on world building. They had a scene that illustrates the different tribes coming together from different cultures to stay the dragon threat, and that helped characters like Astrid's change with her race swap being more believable, in spite of the casting itself. The settings were brilliantly designed, from the sprawling burnt landscape to the intricate dragon designs. Every detail was methodically crafted to create a visually immersive experience. The movie stayed rooted in the emotional core of the original while presenting a vibrant aesthetic to give new fans something to enjoy. The original animated film dazzled audiences with breathtaking visuals, but the live action remake took it to another level. Utilizing advanced in CGI and practical effects, Disney brought the dragons to life with jaw dropping realism. Toothless, in particular, became a cinematic marvel, his every movement and expression detailed to maintain his lovable and mysterious personality. It was so cool to see him in the final battle also. Going against the gigantic dragon was pretty badass. Him flying, and it looked totally believable, surprisingly. Did a really good job with this remake. The aerial sequences, a hallmark of the original, were spectacularly reimagined. Hiccup and Toothless flight felt more exhilarating than ever, as sweeping camera angles and dynamic effects combined to give audience the sensation of soaring through the skies. I would have loved to see this movie in real D 3D or in an IMAX theater. It was really great. Just the technical brilliance, it not only paid homage to the animated classic, but also elevated it, setting true new standards for live action filmmaking. A critical factor of the success of live actions was the casting. Now, the actors in How to Train Your Dragon, chosen to portray Hiccup, Astrid, and others, delivered somewhat of a deeply authentic performance that captured the spirit of their animated counterparts. The chemistry between Hiccup and Toothless was vividly portrayed, creating moments of connection and understanding that tugged at the heartstrings and still felt as heartfelt as the animated. And speaking of casting, Gerard Butler, particularly my favorite performance in the movie, stole the show as Chieftain Stoic the Vast. He added a gravitas that only older men can truly achieve, and levity just in the right places. Watching his career closely since 300, I'm truly impressed with how far he's come as an actor. He's one of Hollywood's greats and is terribly underrated. Truly stole every scene he was in. Just superb and palpable acting that came across with weight and passion, even in a children's movie, surprisingly. balancing the lighthearted humor with live action storytelling. It ensured that the emotional stakes felt authentic and heightened. It resonated strongly with myself, and I felt myself laughing and tearing up throughout the film. And there were certain goosebumps in certain scenes. It was just as good as the original, damn near. Surprisingly, the timeless themes of friendship, courage, and self discovery, while also addressing contemporary issues, the nuanced depiction of environmental conservation, the coexistence of humans and nature, and its importance of empathy in bridging divides, lent a story of modern relevancy that appealed to viewers of all ages. The adaptation also delved deeper into Hiccup's journey as a leader, exploring the complexities of his relationship with his father and invoking a role in the Viking community. This added depth, not only enriching the narrative but also providing opportunities for audiences to connect with his character on a more profound level. Ultimately, the live action of How to Train Your Dragon was successful because it did what all remakes must aspire to do. It celebrated the original while standing on its own as a remarkable piece of cinema. Disney approached the adaptation of this beloved film. It just demonstrates a deep respect for the legacy and also what it could mean for the future of other live action remakes. It set a high bar for future adaptations. More importantly, it reignited the magic of How to Train Your Dragon series, ensuring that future installments will inspire other generations to come. It proved that while handled with care, creativity, and reverence, it can become a masterpiece in its own right if you do the remakes in the correct manner. So, all in all, I really like the How to Train Your Dragon remake. It wasn't better than the original. It was very good. It hit all the story beats, changed a few cosmetic things, but nothing too egregious. Astrid was fine. Nico Parker in her role. Um, I liked how they explained the world building to have other Vikings from different places come to the Isle in order to stop the dragon threat. The ending was climactic and very cinematic, and it definitely followed the formula of the original animated film. So I'm hopeful we can get How to Train Your Dragon 2 and 3 on the screen, or even like a live action TV show. That would be cool. But all in all, really solid 8 out of 10 movie. Not too bad, not too great. It's pretty good. They did a good job of making a remake, and this has to be the most faithful adaptation ever. So that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, notifications, follow the socials. Tune in to next time, and appreciate you YouTube for listening this long. We're out. Peace.